Well, good morning, Evangel. We're going to continue our look at Proverbs through Tim Keller's book, God's Wisdom for Navigating Life. And speaking of the 7 deadly sins, specifically the deadly sin of sloth. This morning we look at Proverbs chapter 26, verses 13 through 16, and it reads like this. A sluggard says, "There's a lion in the road, a fierce lion roaming the streets. As a door turns on its hinges, so a sluggard turns on his bed. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He's too lazy to bring it back to his mouth. A sluggard is wiser in his own eyes than 7 people who answer discreetly." Sloth doesn't face things. This portrait of the slothful is a satire. They exaggerate the danger of doing things. There may be a lion in the road. They are as tightly attached to their leisure as a door to its hinges. The effort of eating exhausts them too much to finish. But the theme running through all this is a tragic blindness. These verses paint the sluggard's features in such broad strokes in order to make the point that he is completely unable to see them. He's not a shirker, but a realist. Not a self-indulgent, but below his best in the morning. His inertia is an objection to being hustled. His mental indolence, a fine sticking to his guns. His excuses look ridiculous to everyone else, but not to him. As with all other kinds of fools, there is the problem of denial, because sluggards are wise in their own eyes. They cannot face things, and especially they cannot face what they have become. What are your go-to excuses when you simply don't want to tackle a difficult task? And he shares this prayer. Lord, this proverb exaggerates the excuses of the lazy person, but I detect milder forms in me when I'm avoiding hard things. I think of them now and they are embarrassing, but they won't be easy to give up because they feel like protection. Give me the courage to put them aside. Amen. Well, again, as I've shared the last couple days, I know I have aspects of this in my own life where I don't see things clearly because I'm being protective of myself. Well, I pray that the Lord would give me, again, eyes to see from His Word, and the Holy Spirit would illuminate my life so that I could bring it under His Lordship. And I pray the same for you, to honestly go into the presence of the Lord and realize that all the excuses that we make are simply protecting our own instability and our own insecurity. Well, it's a hard thing to face. And I'm with you in struggling to look honestly at our own hearts. But again, the safest place we can be is in the center of His will. And He wants only what's best for us and to give us peace and joy in all things. So I pray for you today that you'd walk in the presence of the Lord, you would feel Him and His love around you, and that you would have a blessed day. And as always, remember, we love you and we miss you.